and 3 sisters. I learned early on not to ask what happened to the others, but what do y'all think happened to them? Sold, yes. They were taken away and sold just like that. Before I was even born. Now, if a person could send another into slavery, it appears to me that he would be bad enough to send them to hell if he could. Now, as a child, I was always uneasy. You see, every time I saw a white man, I was so afraid of being carried away. Are any children here 5, 6, or 7 years old? Come on up here. You 2 girls, come on. How old are you?
7.
You're 7. What's your name?
Jola.
Jola? Now that's an appropriate name. How old are you?
I'm 7.
And your name?
Ivana.
Ivana. Beautiful names for beautiful little girls. When I was 7 years old, I was taken from my mother, and I was hired out to a mean man named Cook, who set me to watching his muskrat traps. And that meant that I had to wade through very cold water. Come on, girls. And I grew very, very ill with the measles and bronchitis, and I grew near to dying. My mother persuaded Master Broders to bring me back, and Cook sent me back saying, "That child is useless, lazy, and stupid." Now, when I was 8 years old, I was taken from my mother again, and I was rented out to a very rich family, and the lady of the house, Miss Susan, she had a whip. Now, she had just given birth to a set of girls. Now, I was to wash her windows and wash her floors. Girls, come on, come on. There you go. I was to wash her floors, wash her windows, and wash her walls. Now, if her children cried, Miss Susan, she would whip me. If I fell asleep, Miss Susan, she would whip me. So I ran away. Come on. I ran away. And I hid in a pig pen for 5 days. But when hunger first time I ever helped a slave escape was when I was 13 years old. What's your name? Joshua. Francesca. And you guys are 13, right?
Yes.
Like I said, 13 was the very first time that I helped a slave escape. And I was hired out as a field hand to a farmer named Barrett. And one night when we were shucking corn, y'all know the drill, let's go. One night when we were shucking corn, one of the slaves ran away. So the supervisor called to me to help me catch him and tie him up. But I refused. And I placed myself in the doorway, and without thinking, I put my arms out to stop that mean old red-faced brute. "Get out of the way," yelled the man, and he picked up a 2-pound lead weight, and he hit me a stunning blow to the head, and gosh, he fractured my skull. My mother was taking care of me during this time, but it was months before I recovered from the wounds that I had received. And as I lay ill, I had strange and frightening visions from the slave ships of the Middle